the specific needs of women prisoners are often overlooked simply because women form a small proportion of the prison population. In India, the share of women prisoners, though small, it has steadily increased over the years, and therefore there is a pressing need to address the issues regarding management and treatment of women prisoners.
We are working in Ghaziabad prison, where there is overpopulation or the overcrowding, but the administration has ensured to create spaces to give them the skill development, and we have been running skills like stitching, beautician, computer training for the female inmates, and we have observed that yes, UP and Delhi has been overcrowded, but fortunately Tihar jail has a separate jail for female inmates, which is known as jail number 6. But yes, overcrowding has an impact on the female inmates, and especially with the children, because the children are staying in the same barracks where the other inmates are staying. But in Tihar jail number 6, they have a separate barrack for the mothers who have the children also. So that is at least a good way for the children to be segregated from the other female inmates.
CHRI conducted all prison studies in 3 states, Haryana, Punjab and Karnataka, and these studies were commissioned to us by the state legal services authorities in these 3 states. Now our findings also confirm the findings of the Prison Reforms Committee headed by Justice Amitava Roy. We also found that the majority of women prisoners are confined to women enclosures inside male prisons. Now, building all exclusive women prisons is also not a solution because first of all, it is not practically possible to build a women prison in every district, and if one transfers women prisoners to the fewer all women prisons, which is currently the case, then it badly impacts their family ties. Now, coming to the issue regarding the conditions of these women enclosures, we found that women prisoners do not have access to the basic prison facilities like prison library, the factory area, the open spaces like playgrounds, any recreational facility or activities that are taking place in prisons that men can easily access because they are part of the male section of the prison. Gynecologists and pediatricians do not visit prisons to treat women prisoners and their children. Very few prisons have a separate woman jail visiting lawyer. The Model Prison Manual 2016 provides that sterilized sanitary napkins should be issued to women prisoners as per their requirement. Now, there are very few prisons who actually follow this mandate. What generally happens is that women prisoners are given one pack containing 6 or 8 sanitary pads. That too only small, the small size sanitary pads. So it becomes difficult for women prisoners who have heavy cycles to manage their periods. There is absolutely no conversation regarding choice of menstrual product which are also sustainable, for example menstrual cups or cloth pads. There is a general lack of infrastructural facilities inside these women enclosures and prisons. For example, the inmate toilet ratio, it is very low in most of the prisons and enclosures. The access to dustbins is very low. That too, the dustbins do not have lids.
A proper plan for the children of these incarcerated parents, either it be the male or the female, because they are the most vulnerable to get victim of their parents' incarceration. And if we want to have a long-term crime prevention, then working on these children is the most important thing. Intervention and the regular engagement of these children is required on the daily basis.
For women whose children stay outside prison, sustaining contact with them is always a challenge. If the children are staying with the family members, then it completely depends on the family member, how willing they are and how frequently they bring children to prisons to meet with their mothers. If children are lodged in government homes, then the arrangement between the prison and the government home regarding regular meetings between the child and the mother, it is found to be lacking in most of the places.
Training of prison officers, sensitizing them is also one of the most important thing, specifically not on a policy level but on the implementation level. The new manual has given all the policy very detailed, but we should ensure that these policies are implemented on the ground level also. For this, I think prison administration need a lot of expertise which they don't have right now.